Look at this tree. When was the last time you saw something like this? You see it every day. It'll pass on. You barricade the tree, yet the weed grows on. At top, in some places, everything looks kept together. Piled, trimmed, presentable. But what about beneath? The roots keep growing nonetheless. Who cares? Look at this pole. When was the last time you saw something like this? You see it every day. It'll pass on. It serves a function, lighting up the street, giving direction for the walkway. Free, clear for bikers, runners, and walkers to roam from point A to point B. All for freedom. But it isn't. See, when you contain things in the name of liberty, you end up with a freedom that stems from its limits. Something is only free. So forth there is not free to compare it to. But, who cares? But, are we really free? Well, this is different. No metal knots, no roots, no concrete. Is anyone gonna cue the footage? Well, just me and you, and the birds, of course. They're always watching. Because for this one, especially this one, there are no incoming shots of metal knots, roots, or concrete. They're all combined. Today in our markets, our digitalized worlds, our politics, and our friendships all have in their own facets the various forms of pressure that, though in part enforces its members to relentlessly build up its ever-rising trunk of values and ideals, those lie broken down, damped up from whatever's thrown and blocked from above, struggle to live, to succeed, echoing that however many fences and nets are placed, they, like nature, must always find a way. And perhaps what is more addicting than what we pass by every day is what is passed down every generation. Us, the high tree, versus them, the low ground. We get high from the low of others. Because the core of addiction is not the addicted himself, nor the addicting substance. With sociology, we can come to learn that addiction is all about pain and the power gap between persons that leaves so many people suffering. True happiness from perceived suffering, which addiction manifests, cannot be derived from the extension of ourselves. Symbols are held to be desirable for all, which means, in other words, for it to remain hung up high and desired by everyone, that placeholder of happiness must remain untouched, unshared, and unattainable. And if so, anything that claims to being it will only have been a fictional and temporary immolation. At best, it is to climb a greased-up pole with gloves made out of soap. The more you struggle at every reattempt, the more soap gets into your eyes, and yourself slipping away closer and closer to the bottom. The tree, the pole, and the soil, all of which is relative from the same common ground that we are all human, people. For each facet to exist, thrive, or desperately survive, they rely on the existence of one another. And that's why each and every one of us, though sharing no exact shade of it, can be held accountable to both experiencing and, yes, indirectly contributing to it. Because the smoke that covers what's going on today isn't from the outside. It's from within. When was the last time you saw something like this? You see it every day.